A Rithage Media production.
Stay in the depths. Stay in the depths. Stay in the depths. Let the vines grab a hold of you. Let the vines squeeze tight. Let them pull you into the water. Submerge yourself under. The water fills. The water fills. You can't reach me until you reach you.
Are you heading to...
Yes, I'm fucking going.
You must be Zoe. And you're right on time. Please, come in. Have a seat. Would you like some water?
No thanks.
Sure. Do you mind if I record our session?
Sure. But why would you?
In case I miss anything when taking notes. Want to be sure I catch everything and review it before our next session.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure we'll meet again, but whatever you say.
Why do you say that?
Doubting there will be another session?
Yes. Why the uncertainty?
I just don't think I need any of this. No offense or anything, Mrs. Davis.
Please, just Naomi. And by this, do you mean therapy?
It wasn't my idea. I just did it to shut my dad up.
Well, let's talk about that. I spoke to David last week. He mentioned you haven't been yourself the last few months and thought talking to someone might be helpful for you. Why do you think he would say that?
I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. I've been the same me, same exact person. I don't see how talking to a stranger will help anything.
Why would he suggest that if that's how you feel?
I don't know. I've been getting by just fine.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He still kept pushing it, so I eventually gave in. He doesn't know how to help or how to be a father, really.
Why would you say he doesn't know how to be a father?
He's, just like any other dad, just sort of there. Takes space, works, relied on others to do the hard stuff.
Do you think that, even though he suggested speaking to someone?
It proves my point. He's relying on others to do the hard part of parenting, the things he doesn't want to deal with.
You've mentioned the word help a few times in our conversation, even though you say you don't need any.
Well, I'm just saying, like an if I needed help sort of situation, but that's not what this is. I don't.
He's brought something else to my attention when we last spoke. He told me about a dream you've been having over the last few months. He said it wouldn't stop occurring. What is this dream about?
I mean, yeah. But dreams are just dreams. They come and go. I'm sure this one will stop happening like the rest of them.
Describe the dream to me.
It's stupid. It doesn't mean anything.
Just describe it to me. Give as much detail as you can remember. How long has it been happening?
Well, it happened again last night. The same one. There's a lake nestled in between the ridges, kind of like a crater. Trees line the ridges. I'm there, standing on the shoreline, feet pressing into the sand as it climbs up my toes. The lake is still, no ripples. Mist floats atop the trees. I look across, and right on the other side, there she stands. I can see her, staring at me. Just this clear figure, like a ghost. I can't reach her. If I step into the lake, I wake up. There's nothing under the water. It's not even water, it's like stepping into air. It's weightless. It's not really a lake, it just imitates one. If I try to walk around it to reach her, it just rotates with me. And she always ends up across from me. It's like walking on a turntable. Just circles and circles and circles.
That's extremely detailed.
Well, it happens a lot, so I can remember it clearly.
And this has happened every night over the last 3 months or so?
Yeah, sounds about right. It's just a stupid dream, though.
And it's the same sequence each time? Nothing varies from night to night?
Well, it's the same every night. It always ends with me trying to reach that figure, but I never can.
Is there anyone else in the dream with you? Friends, family, strangers?
Nope. Just me and that thing, that figure.
Seeing this figure, how does it make you feel?
Well, I don't know because it isn't real.
But when you're in the dream, I'm sure it feels real in the moment.
If I have to play your game, When I first started having the dream, I felt scared, more afraid than anything else. And then I became curious when I could see that the figure didn't move. The curiosity led to me trying to reach it. The inability to reach her turned into anger, I guess. Maybe some confusion.
Is anger and confusion the last feelings you felt from the dream?
Probably, yeah. Hasn't changed in a while.
You mentioned this dream has been occurring over the last few months. Did it start after your mom passed?
Yes, but I don't want to talk about that.
Your dad mentioned you might be having a hard time because of what happened.
She died. It happened. I haven't gotten over it, but I eventually will. Please just move on.
Okay, sure.
Actually, I think I'm good for today. I'd rather just stop, if that's fine with you.
Are you sure? You still have time.
Now you have more time for the next fucked up person. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me.
Did your appointment end early or something? You weren't gone very long.
I cut it short.
Those cost... Why didn't you stay the whole time?
I told you I'd try it out, and I tried it out.
Did you, though? Did you actually try talking with her?
Yes, Dad, I actually did. She pried and asked me about stuff I didn't want to talk about, so I left.
I think those are things she could help you with. That's why I got her for you, to talk about those things.
I didn't want to talk to a stranger about them, and I don't really want to talk about them at all.
Well, I'm here. We can talk if you want to.
Especially not with you.
I'm your dad, Zoe. You're supposed to be able to talk to...
Well, if you didn't take her from me, we wouldn't be here in the first place, would we?
That's not fair. And fucking uncalled for. You know I didn't.
I'm going to my room for the night. I don't really have an interest in hearing what you have to say.
Okay. Good night.
Night.
Hi, David.
Liz, I think I'm about done here. This is difficult, to say the least.
How did the session go?
Shitty. At least that's how it sounded. She didn't stay the whole time, just got up and left and when the questions got tough.
What questions were asked?
She didn't say, probably about that night and her mother, and I don't know what to fucking do anymore.
What happened to Emma isn't your fault. You've got to realize that.
It kinda is. It was my mistake, and those were my choices.
It was just that, though. A mistake, an accident.
She won't fucking talk to anyone about it. Maybe she talks to her friends about it. I don't know. She doesn't tell me about that either. But I know she hardly sees them. She sure as hell won't talk to me about it, just blames me and stays in a room all day.
Is she getting out of the house at all?
She'll take a drive every now and then. I don't know where she goes, what she does.
God, David, I'm so sorry. I was really hoping to hear good news.
How are we supposed to move on here? This is our family now. It's just the two of us, and I think she'd prefer if I weren't in the picture, too.
Does she know you talked to me?
I'm sure she has an idea, and I can't tell her. She's not ready to fully acknowledge it.
That will take time. If she can't talk about her, she's not ready to hear about this.
I can't do this all on my own. It's the hardest fucking thing I've ever been through, and it's not close to being over.
I wish there was a way I could make it easier.
Being here would make it easier. We'll just have to wait, however long it'll take.
Just don't pry. Let her come to you. It may not happen for a while, but eventually she'll come around. Things will feel normal again.
I hope to God it's soon. I need her back, like how it used to be.
It's getting late. Why don't you go get some sleep? We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay. Night, Liz.
not David.
Stay in the depths. Stay in the depths. Stay in the depths. Let the vines grab a hold of you. Let the vines squeeze tight. Let the vines wrap themselves around your legs.
What the fuck do you want?
Your chest.
Zoe? Zoe! Are you okay?
I'm fine. It was just...
That dream again?
Yes, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Can I get you some water or something?
No, I'm fine. Just please...
Okay. I'm going. Just tell me if you need anything.
Thank you. Night.
Night.
The Girl Across the Lake is a Riffage Media production. Created and written by Lane Fortenberry. Zoe, voiced by Lee Eden. David and Owen, voiced by Efren Calderon. Naomi, voiced by Frida Cantu. Kelsey, voiced by Eva De Guelle. Liz, voiced by Lauren Magee.